All right, thank you very much for joining GMTV 42. And today I am with an aspirant of Migosi ward. Maybe to start, you'll introduce yourself so that the viewers can come to know whom you are and the position you are really eyeing to get in this forthcoming general election.
Okay, thank you a lot, Salim, for this invitation. I'm Jimmy Magero. I chair Kisumu County Student Association. I've been a student leader at University of Nairobi. I'm also a human rights activist, and I'm one of the young people who have come out to vie in the 2022 election, that is next year, and I'm vying to be the member of County Assembly for Migosi Ward. Migosi Ward is in Kisumu Central constituency.
Okay, thank you so much for that powerful introduction. So up to now, I hope you'll come to know who is Jimmy Magero and the position he's really eyeing to get in this forthcoming general election. So maybe to go first, the question is that what makes you think that you are going to make a better leader compared to the sitting MCA of Migosi ward?
Okay, what I would like to say is that I don't want to talk about the issue of being a better leader compared to the current member of County Assembly. You understand that when you offer yourself to vie to represent the people, you must understand first why you are vying, what you want to do, and how you want to do it. That is the most important thing. And I think, and I believe in myself that I know what I want to do, and how I want to do it.
So what makes you think that you are going to be a unique leader?
It is not the first time, Mr. Salim, that I'm holding a leadership position.
Okay.
When I was introducing myself, I told you that I've been a student leader at the University of Nairobi, and currently I chair Kisumu County Student Association, and which is a union that is bringing together all universities, colleges, and tertiary institutions within Kisumu County. If you can look at the population of those universities and colleges within Kisumu County,
yes,
then you can be sure that I'm managing a larger population than a population in a ward in Migosi.
So that
yes.
makes you feel like you have the skills.
Yes.
Okay, thank you so much. And the next question is that in Migosi ward,
Yes.
there are a lot of insecurity issues.
Yes.
You find out that many people are complaining because of robbery, others are being blocked on the way while they are trying to reach their homes. So what are you having in mind that you are going to do in order to at least help these people about the insecurities in Migosi ward?
Okay, first I would like to say that it's quite unfortunate that we are having such a level of insecurity in our ward.
Yes.
Because in yesteryears, some years back, we were having a lot of insecurity, and that is why we advocated for police posts to be brought in Migosi. Currently, we are having a police post. We are having Migosi police station just next to Kondele Primary School. We don't expect that after having a police post around, then still insecurity has not been curbed. So the questions that we must ask ourselves is, what is it that is going on? We need to ask ourselves what is going on, because we expect that the police are supposed to do their duty, that is protecting the citizens.
Yes.
So we really need to go down back to the leadership and ask ourselves that what is the leader or the member of county assembly doing about it? Because every day people are complaining about theft cases, people have been hacked, some people have been robbed.
Yes.
So we must ask ourselves, what is it that is going on? We need to have a conversation with the security, and that is the police, so that we get to understand what is going on. Is it that it is a collusion between the police and some of these thieves, and that is why the insecurity is going up? Or is it a case of the police are sleeping on their job? Currently, under the devolved system, we are having units from, we have got the, it's called a village elder,
yes,
all those units that we can use effectively to curb insecurity. But that needs a good working relationship between the leadership of the ward, the security, that is the police, and also the citizens. So we need to sit down. The leadership of this ward needs to bring residents of Migosi identify residents who are a representative of the ward,
Yes.
sit down together with the police,
Yeah.
and
Then
then they come up with a solution on how we can curb such insecurity.
All
We
right.
need to know whether these people are coming from outside to rob people in Migosi.
Yeah.
If they're coming from outside, who are the link? If they're coming from within, who are they? Because we know those the residents that we stay here with, who are they?
Yeah.
And then what are the police doing about it?
Okay, thank you so much. That's a very powerful talk on security issues. And we really hope that when the people of Migosi will put you in that position that you are really eyeing for and you are very confident that you are going to get it, then you are going to give them the best solution. Thank you so much. Since coronavirus came into the country, we've seen a lot of people losing their jobs. Youth are really crying talent. You know, they are not performing well because the clubs were closed. Initially, you said that you have been a student leader and you have some leadership skills, sorry.
Yes.
What have you done in order to support talent within your area? And what are the initiatives that you've done so that you can support these people who lost their jobs and they have talent but they don't have any place where they can really practice their talent and earn something?
Okay, first, again, I would like to say that it's quite unfortunate the fate of young people, not only in my ward, but our nation at large.
Yes.
The coronavirus is simply, I can say that, opened the lid and the can of worms. And we are coming to the realization how the nation holds young people in low esteem. We have got young people who are working as waiters, those who are working as some are bouncers, some who are working as drivers.
Some are also MCs in the
Some are
clubs.
also MCs in the club,
Yeah.
those are the artists who have been affected. And it is the sole responsibility of the government to make sure that they come up with an initiative in case there's a pandemic like this,
Yes.
that is going to cushion people during the pandemic. I don't think that the government has done enough, first of all. We had the Kazim Tani that came, but then I felt like it was a policy that I'll describe it as not much reliable or sustainable. We expected that the government will have a policy that will sustain young people. We do not want something like Kazim Tani to just be there during the pandemic, and what happens when the pandemic goes, people will lose such jobs. But then those are not the jobs that we want as young people.
Yeah.
We deserve a lot because these are graduate people who hold certificates, diploma, degrees in different areas. But then it's a time that the government has been exposed. So on my part and young people from my ward, I will say that the best that I have done so far is trying to have these young people come up with different groups which are registered as CBO,
Okay.
and then I've been trying to target different organizations that are having interest in different initiatives that they are engaging in. And I am happy that one of the ladies that we contacted, I don't know if you know Mrs. Gondi.
I've heard of Mrs.
You've
Gondi.
heard of Mrs. Gondi, yes,
Yeah.
Mrs. Gondi. We have got one great writer from Nyakach, but he hails in the UK by the name Dr. Waria, who also came up and was very much willing to support young people coming up with great proposals and initiatives that they want to engage in. And I've been mobilizing these young people. I have already registered 4 groups so far from the ward, and I am moving on with registering more groups and targeting not only funds that are in the government,
Yeah.
but trying to think outside the box to bring more people, even from the non-governmental organization that can have interest in young people within my ward. Yes.
Okay, thank you so much for that one also. Or maybe the second last question that I'm going to give you. In Migosi ward as a whole, there are a lot of complaints that the roads and infrastructure, whereby we have electricity, also schools, and some churches are not in good condition, and you find out that whenever it rains, there are a lot of potholes on the roads, and the vehicles, people who are using the roads are really complaining. What are you going to do about the roads? Because this is a song that has been sung by all the politicians people of Migosi have been electing. So they come, they try to lure them. After electing them, they just go. So what are you going to do about the roads and infrastructures in Migosi ward?
Okay, first, I think it is very important to understand what roles falls under the member of county assembly. The three main roles of member of county assembly: one is legislation, oversight, and representation.
Okay.
And yes, the state of roads in Migosi is very pathetic. That one I can also agree with, and that I attest to it.
Yeah.
And when we come out that we want to represent the people, we have got the aspect of public participation. And it is upon the people to decide which are some of the areas of priority. And it is a failure from the leadership of Migosi ward, because these are some of the areas that members of Migosi ward have always come out to prioritize, and they expect that the leadership should move expeditiously and do something about the roads. As a member of county assembly, these are areas that I will prioritize: infrastructure within the ward. The issue to do with the drainage system is so pathetic.
True.
The issue of health, we've gone to the health center and we have realized
And a lot of schools.
that a number of diseases that are being recorded there, and especially from young children, are brought up because of the state of the drainage systems in Migosi ward. I understand so well that it's a long-term thing to do away with the issue of the menace of drainage system in Migosi, because we have got a number of people who built their houses on the sewer lines and all that. But then it's great that I've seen the current governor has been trying to move in to try and have a mega plan on how they're going to have a new face of that ward. So infrastructure, the issue of roads in Migosi, the issue of drainage system, health, and all those important sectors are a priority. That is why I become member of county assembly in Migosi.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, thank you so much. Maybe my last question to you, Mr. Jimmy.
Yes.
Recently, the Court of Appellant nullified the BBI.
Yes.
What is your take about what the court decided, and what's your view according to the Building Bridges initiative that was nullified by the Court of Appeal?
Okay, my view about the issue of nullification of BBI, first I would like to say that it's quite unfortunate that an initiative that was at the heart of the president was shut down. And the big question that we ask that is that where was the Attorney General, who is the chief advisor to the president? Because we expect the Attorney General to be advising the president accordingly on matters to do with the legality and illegality of any process that the president may engage in. We are a nation that is governed by the rule of law.
Yeah.
And the president is supposed to uphold the rule of law. However much they may have felt that the BBI was a document that was good to the citizens, they had no option but to follow the due process and allow citizens to have a say in that document. So if the court was not satisfied enough that there was participation of citizens, then the nullification of the same was in good faith. Yes.
Okay, thank you so much for that powerful interview, and I really wish you well in this forthcoming general election.
Yes.
And I will be happy if you invite me again, or if we invite you where you will be on that seat. Maybe let me give you a quick question. What can you carry with you whenever you have a phone call that you are going outside? What is it that you will never leave it behind whenever you have a phone call that, Mr. Jimmy, can we meet in town? Mr. Jimmy, we have a meeting somewhere.
A call from the citizens?
Anybody, just anybody calling you. It's early morning.
Yes.
in the afternoon?
Okay, you know, as a leader, I would like to say that being in a leadership position, to me, is not a privilege per se, because I'm offering myself as a servant leader. And to be a servant leader means that you are carrying the load of all the people that you represent, and you must show up for them, and you must understand the fact that these are the people that you represent, and they have donated their sovereign power to you to serve them. So I think I'll be more than available for my constituents, and I'm ready to serve my constituents, not because I just want to be in power, but I know what I want to do, and how I want to do it. So I'll be much ready for my constituents.
Okay. Okay, thank you so much for that powerful interview, and I really wish you well.
Okay.
Yeah, thank you so much. Thank you very much, viewers. That was a powerful interview with the one and only Mr. Jimmy, and I was your host, presenter Salim. Thank you.
Asante.